Hello, welcome back to another episode of Witcher 3, Deathmarch Edition. Viper swords only, warrior's jacket only. We are hanging out with Dijkstra, getting ready to do the Gangs of Novigrad mission. And it starts out by going to speak with Cleaver. There is conflict between the Gangs of Novigrad and the Get Junior mission. So I'm not going to be doing all of the Gangs of Novigrad mission. I'm going to do two parts of them, and what it means is that I'll have a red box saying that I did not complete one of the aspects of this mission, but I will get half the amount of experience points and golds for doing the parts that I do. Basically, I am going to skip the arena part and do the arena on my own, but I'm going to go to the casino and do that with Cleaver and his dwarves. And I'll explain the reasoning for this a little later.
Oh, it's piss.
A wee minute, Witcher. Now, I'm curious something mighty. How is it you were off the same bloody night Whoreson tried to kill me?
'Twas chance, honest. I was at the brothel. I've witnesses.
I don't doubt you found some witnesses, but I do doubt the bit about chance. Know what? Shite conversation this. So much blethering, we've got nowhere. Lads, you have a chat with him. It's simple. I want to know where Whoreson is.
I've not betrayed you. Not ever. No! No! I know nothing!
Help me find Junior?
I'm about to send my lads around Whoreson's hideouts. Won't say no to a witch's blade. Lead my men, take the Water Junior and drag him out of his hidey hole. Win-win situation as I see it.
You cannot find Junior by doing this mission. All you do is you go to the places where Junior usually is, and you kill a bunch of his men and loot the place.
Whoreson can't die until I've talked to him.
My lads are hot-headed and I like 'em like that. Want to rein them in, do so on your own.
You can tell him to shove off,
Alright.
and you can fail the mission right now, but
Now, I suspect Junior's
it doesn't
hiding
seem
in
right
his
to
casino
give
in
away
Guildhall.
free
Either
gold
that or
and
the arena
free
beneath the
experience.
pits. My lads will
So
be
I'm
there.
definitely going to do a
Find
couple of
him.
his missions. Definitely going to go to the casino. The casino is a lot easier to take on if you go with the dwarves. Eventually, if you go without the dwarves, you get to play a bunch of Gwent, and then you end up in a small space having to fight your way out. And if you go with the dwarves, you just go in and you start fighting right away. There's no Gwent or anything, and I find that to be easier. The only thing you have to watch out is that the dwarves can't die. If the dwarves all die, then you fail the mission. So you got to make sure you can't just hang back. You got to go in there and actually fight with them.
Convert into crowns.
And then for the arena, I'm not going to go with the dwarves. I'm going to go, and I like doing the arena battles. I like fighting the monsters and getting their drops. And there's also a treasure that I know you can get by doing the arena by yourself. You might be able to get it with Junior's, with Cleaver's men too, but I think it's unavailable. And I'm not sure if it's that valuable or not, but I do love my loot, and I'm hoping to pick up some mutagens and drops from the monsters and get experience for killing them. And then you end up killing all of Junior's men anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna go to
Farewell.
Junior's house, which is here on Temple Isle, and and that one is not listed on under the Gangs of Novigrad. That is one of the suggestions that Siggy Reuven made. So going there will not affect the Gangs of Novigrad. So let's go there first. Alright, we are up on Temple Isle, and right down here you'll see some of Cleaver's men in this alley. And that's because this is where Whoreson Junior lives, or at least the last place that people saw him. So let's go in here and look around. There's not really a lot to do in here except get loot. You can talk to the dwarves, but they really don't have much to say. But there's a couple of those little red spots so you can get information using your Witcher sense, but it just confirms that Whoreson Junior's not here. But there is some valuable loot here. I think there's a bunch of dust, like amethyst dust, maybe some emerald dust, so it's worth coming here and looting the place. Alright, I picked this place clean. There's 3 levels to it, so make sure you explore it very thoroughly. Lots of chests, lots of loot. So now we're leaving, though. You can see the dwarves already killed everyone. So the bodies, unfortunately, can't be looted. And I don't think there's a way... I've come here before getting this mission, and everyone's already dead already, so it doesn't do any good to go there. Because they're all dead. So, alright, so now let's go ahead to the casino. So we're gonna go meet Junior's men, and they're gonna help us in the casino, which is not that far away. Okay, Cleaver's dwarves should be right down here, somewhere close by. Is this them? Yes, it is. So now we just talk to them, and then we'll all go in together and take the casino. You could go in and peacefully and play Gwent, but you don't get any real, like, you don't get any special cards as far as I can tell. Alright, so like I said, the one thing you do have to make sure of is that you don't let any of the dwarves all die, because that's bad, and you fail the mission. So we're going to need some Hangman Venoms, obviously. Then let's head right in and we just start killing. Oops, I'm punching them. Did I put the Hangman's Venom on my fists? Yeah, I guess I did. Look at that. I guess I should probably get my sword. Oh, screw it. Who needs a sword, right? No, I think we probably need a sword. Excuse me, pardon me. Yep. Hey, how you doing? Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you. Alright, there aren't that many. Maybe 5 or 6, but ooh, yeah. Working with the dwarves, though, makes things go a lot quicker, because you can just plow right through them. The dwarves have those big heavy hammers that will knock them down, and sometimes you can get a insta-kill when they're on the ground. There we go. And that one's upstairs. Let's go get him, boys. I mean, dwarves. There's lots of loot here to be had from all the dead bodies, and there's a few things laying around in chests and whatnot. That might be it, although I think there's some more up here. There might be another one up here. Yes, there's 2 of them. I don't know if the dwarves go up this high. You should be okay. It's just in a small space like this, it can get a little chintzy sometimes, but I think we're gonna be all right.
I'll rip your mag off, you
Ouch. Alright, there we go. Die. Nope, not yet.
That's enough.
There we go. This should do it. There we go. You gonna poison? You gonna die of poison? Yes, you are. Okay, so now let's just loot around here a little. And there's one room to go in up here where we will learn some information about Whoreson Junior and also meet a... this is a list of debtors. I don't recognize any of those names, although we will soon be meeting Rico, who is in this other room over here. So let's go inside and speak with him. Notice I picked up a sword right there. It'll be good for selling. Princess Zentia's sword. Don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, it'll make for some good good way to get some gold. I'm not going to use it, of course.
Can you hear me?
All right, I'm just going to loot this place first, then we'll go talk to Rico over there, and hopefully he can give us some information on Whoreson Junior.
You alive?
Don't finish me.
Don't intend to.
Who the hell are you? Heard screaming downstairs.
It's all right now.
Will you help me?
I am going to eventually free him, but I want to talk to him first before I let him
Not
free.
hurt all that bad. Let's talk first. Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. God. All right. Clever and tough's not working for me. They took me for one of Bedlam's moles.
Are you?
Well, kinda. Yeah.
So what have you kinda learned?
Whoreson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side. And that's all I know.
Now here you could choose to just leave him here, but that seems kind of like a stupid thing to do. There's really no reason for it unless you just want to be like a jerk.
Thanks. I'll lay low until things settle down. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See him. He's sure to reward you.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
So now we know that Junior is working with the Redanians, and also we have freed Francis Bedlam's spy, so we can go see him and he will give us a little reward. I don't remember what it is, but we can go do that right now. Alright, here we are in the Putrid Grove, and now let's go talk to the King of Beggars over here and get our reward.
Should pick your men more carefully. Rico blew his cover like a novice.
Yeah, he told me. And I told him to leave town. Most likely promised I'd reward you, didn't he?
So he said.
Take it.
So not a huge reward, 5 experience points and a sword, which we'll take a look at, and some armor, which, I mean, those things are going to become gold when I sell them. So no actual gold, but the sword, wow, he's got look how much loot is in here. There is so much loot. How did I not loot this place earlier?
Watch it.
Okay, so now we can go and talk to Dijkstra. I think that's the sensible thing to do. We'll go talk to Dijkstra and tell him that we know that Whoreson Junior is working with the Redanians and see if he gives us a reward or what happens then.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wiley, Whoreson Junior. He's working with Radovid.
Huh? If this is reliable information, Whoreson's neck deep in shit.
Source seems reliable.
It would certainly explain how he had the nerve to break with the Big Four.
Need someone who can get me in to see Junior. You must still have some contacts among the Redanians.
I don't, but you do.
Enlighten me.
Temerian, former commander of the Blue Stripes. Ring a bell?
Vernon Roach.
He's holed up with his men in a camp near Oxenford. Pay him a visit. You're sure to cheer him up at least.
Alright, well, we'll go visit him a little bit later. But for now, let's go ahead and do the arena mission. So that entails going to Whoreson Junior's arena. And in this case, we are not going to use the dwarves. We're going to go in and pretend to be there to fight in the arena. And we're going to fight in the arena. And I think for me, that I like doing it that way just because I feel like I get more experience because I get to kill the monsters and I get the monsters drops and there's a treasure that I don't think you can get if you go in as the dwarves. So let's go ahead down to the arena and sneak our way in, or find a way in.
What do you want?
Alright, we're almost here, and whenever you get close to this part of the mission, this little attack happens up here, and it's really easy to miss, especially if you're coming from another direction. But these people just murdered this person, and apparently it's Zenik, who was in Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, and who was world famous for being a fist fighter. And Geralt actually had to fight him in both those games, and it looks like he's dead now. So, but he had a paper that said he was going to be fighting in this tournament here in the arena. So now we have the paper, and we can pose as him, and we can get in without having to bribe or use delusion on these guys. We can just show them the paper and get in.
Greetings.
Don't know you, not letting you in, and don't you fucking stand there.
Recognize this piece of paper?
Fight contract.
Good, you can read. So who's this contract made out to?
Says, Zdenek. Made out to Zdenek.
Mm-hmm. I'm Zdenek. Any more questions?
In you go. Don't you go wandering. Straight to Igor now.
Fair enough.
Very good, so let's just go on down here, and we're going to run by a bunch of people who I guess they're here to fight in the arena. There is some loot to be had here. I'll probably just get it on the way back through. Let's go ahead and find that Igor they were talking about. Who's... Oh, just some guy. Alright, Igor's right up here, sitting by, sitting on his little podium here with a dog and a guard. Let's go up here and talk to him.
I need work.
What can you do?
Good with a sword. Wouldn't scoff at working as protection.
And who here would you protect?
Crowds can spin out of control. Somebody's got to keep the peace.
Claim any kind of experience?
I'm a witcher. I kill monsters for coin. Been doing it all my life. Humans won't be a problem.
A guard must fight sometimes, but that's not most important. The essential question is, can you control yourself? And can you control a crowd?
Been taught how to slow down or speed up my heart rate, how to dilate my pupils and alter my metabolism. My medallion vibrates when danger's near, and I know a few simple spells.
I'll have to test you. I want to see how you manage in a fight, if you can fight at all. You shall fight in the arena, survive 3 bouts, and I'll put you to work.
Set me up.
Already have. Shall we start right away, or do you need time to prepare?
Always prepared.
Excellent. Let's see what you're worth. Remember, you fight to the death. The crowd doesn't take kindly to those who spare their foes.
Let's do this.
Alright, so there's like 4 or 5 fights, so let's go ahead. We'll start with this guy, and I wouldn't say any of them are overly difficult, but I like getting the drops and getting the experience points from killing them. I'm assuming I get experience points. I've never actually tested it, but it would seem to me that you get experience points after, you know, fighting. So let's go ahead and go through this arena part of the game.
Kids!
You knew the risks.
The Witcher wins!
Just gonna put some more Hangman's Venom on there. Get right back at it.
Born brawlers in battle!
2 dudes from Skellige.
The Witcher
Witcher versus the Hairy Brothers, straight from the wild.
They've both got long and big weapons that are impossible to block, I think. So you gotta like dodge their swings and then get in behind them. But one of them's almost dead. He might even die from poisoning. I'm just gonna kill him.
Yield, or end like your brother.
One-on-one, these guys, you know, they're nothing. It's when you get ganged up on in The Witcher when you get in trouble. Alright, now what you got?
Witcher wins again! Next fight, the Witcher doing what he does best. Face to face with beasts.
Nice. I think it's a wyvern. Is it a wyvern? Yep. So we need some old draconid oil. Right down here somewhere. I always overlook the draconid oil. There it is. No problem. Got a bunch of wyvern loot. Now there's, I think, some Endregas, and one of these Endregas I have never fought before. I mean, I've fought before in other playthroughs, but this will be my first time fighting. I think it's a drone. I don't remember which one, but there's two Endregas, a warrior and another one, and I will learn some information by fighting it. Ouch. Ouch. It shoots poison out of its tail there. Yeah, drones. So that's good. We learned about them, and we get some Endrega loot, which is always very valuable. So now I think there's just one more fight. I think it's the bear, a big bear called Boris, which makes sense. I just need to put some beast oil on my sword. Boris, Boris, Boris.
Especially for you, for the first time in a long time, release Boris.
Sorry, Boris. I always feel bad killing bears. Alright, so now that's it, and now we're gonna get a visit from Whoreson Junior himself.
Bravo! Ploughing Scragdom Thorough. They tell me a true bruise had come to the arena. Would you believe it? They were right.
Thanks.
Cyprian Wiley, known to most as Whoreson Junior, appreciates good handiwork.
Well, We've not had enough. Now, Cleaver's dwarves are in the sewers. They've slaughtered the guards. Don't stand
So
there
Cleaver's
and
dwarves
shut
show
the
up
wedding.
whether you do
Muster
the
the
gangs,
men and
do
get
this
out those
part of the
midgets.
mission for the
And
Gangs of
with
Novigrad or
sour
not.
Kill the blasted witcher.
So that's that. Now we have to fight our way out,
Word the men,
which
kill
for
him.
me I like because I killed all the monsters and now I get to kill all these humans. It just feels like I'm getting more loot and more experience points. Whether I am or not, you know, I haven't really tested it, but I'm just gonna make a big generalization here and say, you know, I'm getting more experience points doing it this way. And plus, I've heard that you do not get to get the secret treasure if you do go in guns blazing with the dwarves. And this, of course, I have not tested. Or maybe I've tested. I don't remember. I played this game a bunch of times. Well, twice. And I don't remember if I got the treasure on the second pass or on the pass when I did the Gangs of Novigrad and just came in slinging my sword. Maybe I did get the treasure and I'm just making it all up, or I'm just misremembering. I don't know, but I like to do the arena mission in the Get Junior style rather than the Gangs of Novigrad style. And it does not count as a failed mission for Gangs of Novigrad. I will have a red box now in that mission tree for the Gangs of Novigrad, but when I go talk to Cleaver after this, he will still give me some experience points and a reward of money. So it's just a win-win all around.
Walking into his soul.
Should search this hole.
Yes, you should. Let's go find the. I see that Igor there had a key on him. So let's go ahead and there's a lockbox near where he was sitting when we first found him. So let's go there and unlock that. All right, we're back in the room where we originally saw Igor, and now we just there's a couple of well, there's one Whoreson's bodyguards here. Just need to kill him, and then we're gonna go up on this stage here, and the key unlocks this little box, and we get a message from Igor, and it basically gives you the location of a stash of cash.
Floor is worn by a moving door. Something behind this wall. Interesting.
Alright, now we're going to go talk to Cleaver and get the reward for what we did do with his dwarves. It's going to be like 150 gold or something, and I don't think that much experience. If you go in with his dwarves on both missions, meaning if you go into the casino with his dwarves and you go into the arena with his dwarves, you get like 300 gold. So he's going to give you half the gold.
What do you want?
While we're here, we might as well see what he knows about Whoreson.
What can you tell me about Junior?
Aiming to write his biography. Put his dad in it. Whoreson, son of Whoreson. Great title.
I'm all ears.
Whoreson Senior was the most ruthless man I've ever met. Unmatched at blackmail, murder and hustling. Word is, he had a line on the hierarchy himself. Junior inherited all his gaffer's traits except one, his love of poetry. Senior was on his way to an evening recital when Junior killed him. Then he promptly took over all his dear daddy's businesses and contacts.
Helped your dwarves at the casino.
Aye, not the arena though. Had to invite themselves in. Not what we agreed. But Cleaver's a dwarf both loyal and fair. Anyone would tell you that. Give half the help, get half the reward.
Alright, good enough. So we should get some experience points. Not too, you know, we were pretty over-leveled for this mission. And 150 crowns, so I'm happy with that. We're moving ever closer to our goal of 15,000 crowns, so we can we can finish off the craftsman, the Ophiri craftsman, and then we can start, we'll have to add sockets to our jacket, and then we will have to enchant it, and then that's probably going to cost money too. It's probably going to end up costing about 20 grand, I'm thinking. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you later.